Good evening, everyone. Curry College Chief of the Forecaster Joe Shock here. We're going to take a look at the pattern change and also the what is a very difficult forecast for the month of winter. You can see here I have something covered up here. We'll take a look at that in just a second. I was able to open both of these. I'm happy I was able to do that. So we can look at this and then we can look at the other thing. So here's the 12Z GFS ensembles on days 10 to 15. And we know this trough is going to come into the east, all right? We know this is going to come, but there may not be a lot of cold air behind it because there's a lot of warm air around northern Canada. So we'll have to watch this. I think it will be a little bit cooler than what the models are currently suggesting. But the flip is coming after the 10th that we're going to get a trough in the east and the ridge is going to go up. And this will eventually lead to cold air, I believe, down the road. Going on here, I can see we already have a issue here. Actually, thank God we don't. You can see here are the 850s. You can see a near normal, just slightly below, but no intrusions of arctically cold air coming in. It's probably because I have the sticky note on the other side of the screen. Probably thinks I want to use that. But in any case, you can see this is a near normal pattern mid-month. Now, here is where I have the biggest issue. I want to pick this out a little bit, all right? Here is the new Canadian SIPS monthly forecast that came out yesterday. And this has done a very good job with its forecast, I don't know, since it was added to the sun, I don't know, about 6-8 months ago. It did very well with the summer forecast, and we have a fork in the road here. I haven't seen the European seasonal yet, so I can't comment, but we got the Canadian SIPS, a very warm winter. We have the CFS, at the current run, a very cold winter, and the CFS has continued to go back and forth between the two. But anyway, here's the Canadian SIPS forecast for the month of November. You can see blowtorch the U.S., 2 to 4 C above normal. I have November starting warm, then ending cool again after the 13th. After this goes by, the 13th to the 30th of the month, 31st of the month, they will be cooler than normal weather, and I think that will cancel out any warmth we have first 10 days. So there's the temperatures. There's the height anomalies. Major ridge over the Great Lakes, pumping the ridge. Here's that trough. So again, that's a very warm month. Here's December, and I really have a problem with this. I think this is way too warm. But again, we'll see who is correct in the end. You can see how much warm it is in the entire country. Here's the height field. You can see the ridge under the southeast cutting through, and not much ridging up in the northern latitudes at all. And here is January continuing to be warm, and you can see the height pattern looks like that. So the Canadian SIPS says this is a non-winter for basically all of the U.S. Meanwhile, what is this? This is February. You can see again February quite warm as well, with the height field pattern as well. Here's the CFS. Okay, December, completely different than the Canadian SIPS. You can see all the cold air, 6-7 C below normal for the month of December. And I like this better than the Canadian at this time, given this all the other stuff I see going on in the European, and it's in parallels, flipping to a major cold pattern for most of December. We can't post that here, but the European parallels, weeklies, major trough, very similar to what you see here on the CFS with the cold anomalies at the surface. So I like that. Here is the height field. You can see the ridge, trough. I like that. February looks like, January looks like this. Could be a little colder in the east, but overall I like the widespread cold. Here is February. I like that a lot. And then we move over here to my temperature forecast for the winter, and you can see what it looks like here. I have November 2 to 4 C below normal. December 5 to 7 below, and then January 1 to 3. And I wasn't able to put February on here, but February 1 to 2 C. So again, I am cold November through February here in the Northeast regarding temperature. So again, a very wild, interesting forecast though coming up for the winter forecast. Again, there's very deviations in the road between the Canadian SIPS, which has done very well, and the CFS that has not done very well. And the CFS gets run 4 times a day, unlike the Canadian that gets run once a month. So again, we will see the outcome. It is a lower than normal confidence forecast at this time right now, but I'm going to put my money, believe it or not, for at least the first month of winter. I'm going to put it on the CFS, which looks like this for the month of December. We go back a slide. Here's what it looks like for the month of December, temperature-wise. I like that because the European weekly parallels look very, very similar to that. So I think we got November and December under control for now. That's it for now, and thank you for watching.